page is about how social media impacts the body image, okay? So, have you ever been scrolling on social media and been envious of what you saw? I've noticed myself trying to change my appearance so I can be more acceptable. I noticed myself trying to get myself to look like people on TV or in magazines. I love who I am and my body type, but there are days where my anxiety gets the best of me. I know I'm not the only one who suffers from how I look. Social media plays a massive role in our body image. Most influencers on social media are average size, and we don't see anyone plus size or different as an influencer. We are made to feel like aren't we are not enough to entertain people or not socially acceptable for what we look like. Scrolling on TikTok, you see so many people of average size who have all the likes. When you scroll further down, you will find someone who looks different or plus size, and they might have one or two likes versus the person who is normal looking and more socially acceptable has over 10,000 likes or so forth, or you're a cat or a dog. People who are different shouldn't feel like they are different. I also did some research and I was shocked by how people can be affected by trying to change their body image to be accepted or more socially accepted so they're not being bullied. The article by St. Ferguson stated a 2023 paper found that using social media is a plausible risk factor for the development of eating disorders. When I read that part, it made me feel sad because people are changing their body and they're doing it the wrong way and going about the wrong way. And people who have eating disorders are not only harming themselves, but they are harming everyone around them, people who love and care for them. Influencers play a major part of social media. They sell products, they introduce new products, and they can give advice. Like if they're experiencing a social situation or they're unable to do that part, they try to persuade the person that's watching their videos or the live feed to be able to understand what they're going through. Most people listen and buy their products, and sometimes they change their style of clothing or they change their hairstyle completely so they can be more socially acceptable to become more like a social influencer. Influencers have a huge impact on our body image today. I believe that influencers are selling not only products, they are also showing us their body image. Eating disorders cannot harm you, but it can harm everyone who cares and loves you. Not only does social media cause development of eating disorders, but it can also cause dysmorphia. Dysmorphia can cause our minds to think we aren't socially acceptable due to being too overweight or being too different or having some sort of mental illness that causes you to be different. Dysmorphia is a mental illness that affects how a person sees themselves, either physically. They might appear normal to everyone else, but in their mind they're not normal or socially acceptable. So some people will get plastic surgery in their lifetime due to dysmorphia. Influencers are great to watch, but they don't know the harm they are causing. People who live with mental disorders mask so they can fit in because they don't see themselves as an influencer, or they don't see someone who is like them being an influencer. They see someone who is average or normal, or someone who can be able to control everything that their mind has on their conscience. I personally mask due to being judged or being considered childish due to how I mask, due to how I swim and stuff. When we use social media like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, we can use filters to alter what we look like to other people. Some people use AI and some people use Photoshop so they can become more socially acceptable on social media versus in real life. They might be really overweight or they might be super skinny, so they make themselves different on Photoshop, and the AI is a generated system that can change how you look. So, again, we shouldn't have to change our bodies to please others or be accepted for someone or change ourselves to be accepted by other people. I am one of those people. I live with social anxiety, and even though I don't care what other people think of me, still deep down inside me, I still care. I don't have an eating disorder. I just try to be more active until I can fit in. I also change how I dress 100 times a day, and you could have done the same thing if you're going to an event or you're going out, like doing this speech right now. I probably got in my head a lot. I always try to change my makeup or change my hair. Like if I'm at work and I see someone who has their hair up, I'm like, oh, I gotta put my hair up too. Going forward, I will try not to be influenced by body image. We should all stand together and make a change to a broken system. We should be more acceptable to everyone. Influencers make a lot of money since people are looking to buy products that they are like from them and become more like them. This could mean losing weight, changing your lifestyle, changing your eating habits, changing everything about you so you can be more socially accepted. We are here for a short time on this planet, and we should change how the stereotype method to become more better as a society.